This could be the death of Mustafa. Oh, very well done. Watcher is used to destroy all of the armies of the elves. Welcome to Come Up Miller. My name is Enrique and this is the ladder. We got Xewix, the number 27 versus Mustafa, the number 17, playing Elves versus Goblins on Forts of the Ice. And as you can see down on the tail of the tape, apparently the featured matches. This game is a bit weird of a game. Xewix versus Mustafa. Mustafa won this matchup 4 times. Mustafa, also known as the guardian of the top 20. Mustafa is very much so like the one you need to beat if you want to enter the top 20, right? Like that, he is a very good player and he is solid. He's a solid player. He's supposed to be there. Doesn't like Force of the Eisen at all. Fixed the code finally, so now I get the right information. Doesn't like Forts of the Eisen. Xewix won 7 times on Forts of the Eisen. Mustafa just a 1-1 on there. Faction win rates though. Xewix playing the Elves like a 13 wins and 23 losses. That's like that's not that he only wins a third of his games. Mustafa with the Goblins though, 11 wins versus 8 losses, so he's doing pretty good. However, his matchup is also in favor of Mustafa. So I say however, but it is not however. It is actually just Mustafa taking the lead in both statistics. The daily meta, we have some promotions. Solas became Dragon. That's a mistake. Probably we just needed to reorder some stuff. We have Sodythaek promoting to Lion. The Werewolf is now promoting to the Hyenas, and ME21 joins the ladder, becomes a Goldfish. Welcome to the arena. Finally, daily meta, we have most played maps is Forts of the Bruine, Forts of Ice, and the Sakura Forest, with a lot of games in there, and our games for Dennis, for Marsit playing another hour game, and Maru versus the Ritter, one of the top 5 players, or 2 of the top 5 players doing an hour-long match. Could be a very interesting game. Not gonna cover it. Not gonna cover it. So, we are ready to go ahead to see Forts of the Irons and have Xewix play Mustafa. Welcome to Forts of the Eisen. We have in the red on the right side the Goblin player Mustafa, and on the left we have the Elven player Mr. Xewix. Mr. Xewix ranked 27th, playing the Elven player faction. He is not the best with Elves. We just noticed that he only wins 1/3 of his games playing Elves. However, that's not something to frown upon. He is one of the top players, so he's facing one of the top players usually. As we look at the game developing, it's already that the Goblin player Mustafa is not really going for forward tunnels or anything. He's just slowly building towards that cave troll. He might go for some for Fissure and some creeping, because it's pretty well known that it's very difficult for the Elven player to attack. It's more of a defensive faction. Let's see what his first building's gonna be. Is it a Fissure? There is the Fissure. This is gonna be a creeping start for Mr. Mustafa. Left side of the field we have a very, very, very bad choice for Xewix. It is a stable or pasture. And the green pasture is a little bit of a troublesome ideal because of the quick pikes that Mr. Mustafa will have. So the horses might not do a lot of damage. Zooming out, let's look at the money. It's probably being very low right now. Yep, it's just 4 farms, 4 melon trees, and then there will be an elven barracks. And here come a few of those Goblin warriors. It's 2 already inside of the tunnel, and he might go for a cheeky attack. But here comes the scouting. The Lancers of Xewix immediately going for the middle. Nope. They're a little bit in doubt. They're just standing there, just chilling, not really doing and trying to wait for the harassment of the Goblin player Mustafa, but it's never gonna come. They will just be here doing useless stuff. He's trying to build the second one, I think, because you need 2 battalions of horses, of lances to do some damage. Top right of the map we have the taking over of a inn. This is gonna be an interesting attack. The inn with the crosshairs of Umbar is gonna do a lot of building damage. And this is the moment where Xewix realizes, uh-oh, there is no attack coming. I have been way too passive. He is probably taking all the creeps I should do something with my units. And here are the archers and soldiers, Lorian soldiers, Lorian warriors. Umbar is almost ready, and here come the pikes. It's almost like Mustafa knew that there will be lances on the field. To be fair, it's a very common opener for elves to start with lances against goblins, just to be able to trample and defend more easier. And top lane is going to be taken over by Mustafa and the pikes. Xewix sending some lances. Finally, the second battalion of lances is there. Now the trample can really start. And the cave troll is dying to the Lorian archers. No, the pikes are taking it. No experience for the Lorian archers. And they need to focus the archers need to focus the pikes so that the lances can trample everything. And the pikes are not really paying attention, so the archers are just free shooting. And this is a safe outcome for the elven player Xewix, and he gets a lot of the money. Top side is taken over by Mustafa, and top lane will also be crept by Mustafa, which means that Mustafa is in a great position.
We bring swords from Lorien.
Lorian warriors, there is now 2 barracks, there is 3 production for the elven player Xewix, and a inn has been taken over, so there will be some Rowan peasants coming out pretty decently soon. And a big force of the goblin units with spider riders has been formed, and here comes the attack. This attack will probably base trade way more efficient than this attack. And you see it here, there is a speed boot being used to run back as fast as possible so that the tramples can be used. And by, oh no, not paying attention, Spider Rider is running into the pikes but not taking any damage. Wow, that is a very good trample. Apparently Spider Riders can trample pikemen, which is a good thing. And this barracks will go down. That's a lot of attack damage going into this building, and Xewix is down a lot of production together with a lot of melon trees. Maybe we should look. There's another melon tree going down. The trample cannot really happen, and the pathfinding is a bit all over the place. Oh my god, the crosshairs of Unbar going for another production building. This is so much money going down the drain for the elven player. It takes a lot of time to take down these buildings, but at least the buildings are going down. And there is Mirkwood archers, and the Mirkwood archers are distracted by 1 battalion of goblins. They really need to start working though, because yeah, there it is. Fire bombs being used, trample being used, and finally the attack has been thwarted. But a lot of harass damage being used, and this is a very good victory by Mustafa, the goblin player. Ooh, going down, being shot down by the structure damage of the fortress are those spider riders. Bottom side of the field we have a collection of peasants with the Rohirrim shields upgrade. And another trample, but the goblins did take down the melon tree. Bottom side of the field we have some Rowan peasants, but they're being trampled by the spider riders. They're trying to run for safety, cannot get there, and they are dying to the trample of the spider riders. Mustafa is doing a lot of damage, however does not have a big army anymore. And a counterattack taking place by Xewix. Xewix, the brown elves, is now doing the counter damage and trying to take down a lot of structures for the goblin player, and he is focusing the tunnels, focusing the eco, and a few of those buildings need to be sold off. I don't think there's a lot melee damage. Ooh, there is a good summon. The Tom Bomber are doing a lot of damage to the buildings, and he is going for the spider pit. Spider build is not producing anything. And he is also, Mystic Xewix, also taking down a few of those production buildings, it seems like. Spider Sealup is using the slow on the units of Xewix, and that means that it is going to reduce the attack speed as well, apparently, because these units are attacking very slowly. However, not slow enough as the spider pit is going down. That's a lot of damage to the production of the goblin player. Ooh, he keeps going. Oh, and there's a space here. That's a good way of clumping. But also the Shelob is doing splash damage, so it one-shots most of it. Come on, take it down, take it down, take it down. Oh, no retreat. And Shelob is going down to the to the Mirkwood arches, and he's leaving it alive. Oh my god, he left it alive. He should have taken it down. That would be a very big detriment to the goblin player, Mr. Mustafa. More battles going on. War chant being used. The spider riders being war chanted can now destroy and try and take down by backstabbing the elven sentries and focusing. Oh, a summon. He might be able to kill it. Yes, the trample is there. Mirkwood Arch is immediately dying. It's a very expensive unit. It's 700 resources and immediately going down by the trample. Oh, going invisible. Couldn't finish it. Very well done by Xewix to control that outcome. Spiders being shot. Valiant Call being used. Improving the damage that these Mirkwood archers are doing. Still no heroes for the Xewix. That means elves are a little bit behind, but I do see a hero, Azok, in the midst of it for the goblin player Mustafa. And Mustafa killing the spikes so that the spider riders are safe. Spider riders taking over the inn as they were running away from the sentries, and Xewix spotting a more tunnels. Top lane is now taken over by Xewix with a builder, as the bot lane is being harassed by Azok and a few of the spikes. Xewix trying to get some units back in there. He does not have a pasture back yet. That means that the only production buildings that Xewix has is these barracks, are those barracks. Lancers are taking down tunnels, and there's two more spotted right there. Corsair spotting these two. And maybe there can be a combo. Ooh, there is some pikes trampling. Oh my god, he's losing this. He needs to run away. Nope, he is surrendering himself. I never know what side goes where. Alright, I'm back. I have to turn off my alarm. Bottom side of the field. A big attack. It's Shelob doing some major damage to all these trampable units. And he is very difficult to take down. Already level 2. And Mirkwood Arch is actually doing pretty much the damage. Oh, he's losing. He's dying. He's gonna lose it again. Oh my god, Mustafa losing again. The Shelob, apparently Mirkwood Archers do a lot of bonus damage to monster. No, he's just piercing damage. I guess there is nothing too special about it, and he just killed Shelob. Tunnels being taken, trees being taken, a little bit of a defensive measure as the tunnels are exiting. And here comes some units, and I thought I saw a hero somewhere. Yeah, Azok is in the midst of it as well. Azok almost dead. He's half health. Level 4 though, so it's a bit difficult to take him down. And the Mirkwood Arch is going invisible and then moving again. They can now use their Hidden Hunter ability. Maybe killing Azok by surprise. Not using the ability, unfortunately. And oh my god, not focusing the hero. The archers were not paying attention, and the spider riders are taking down a melon tree though. Maybe at the cost of their own lives. Nope, they survive it. Bottom side of the map, big army of elven player Mr. Xewix, and Mustafa needs to defend it, but only has one unit in his tunnel. And there's no upgrades for Mustafa. There is a spider summon taking down a builder whilst the tunnel being made. Probably this thing is being used for vision, because it's very weird to build like melon trees in the face of your enemy. It's just 300 basically, and there is a Entmoot summon being used bottom side of the field, and This could be the death of Mustafa. Oh, very well done. Watcher is used to destroy all of the armies of the elves. Everything just dies, and even the ends are distracted, just going for the Watcher instead of going for better targets. He should retarget it. The Guardian Ant is killing the Watcher, which is no point. Just destroy. Just focus the buildings, dude. Just focus the production. Okay, Watcher dies to a Guardian Ant. And a builder going down to Bombadil, not saving himself. Oh, what? The splash damage, but Mustafa's Shelob is killing the ants. This building is crucial. There's only Goblin units ready. He needs to rebuild this. Shelob again, level 4, probably gonna die. No, he's not gonna die. Everybody's retreating. Top side of the map though. Xewix with a big army of elven units. However, there's only 1 battalion of Mithlon units. This of Mirkwood archers. The Mithlon sentries are pretty, I think, enough to body block the units of Mustafa, because Mustafa only has goblins. Half health Azog being targeted by the Mirkwood archers, and he has to retreat. And this is too big of an attack to deal with. Shelob suiciding herself straight into the pikes of the elven player Xewix, and Xewix built his pasture back up. So that means, vision being used. He knows exactly what's happening in the base, and I think this is going to be the last push for the elven player. Because Mustafa won't be able to handle all these units, because this is the trample in combination with the Mirkwood. Goblin units are not strong enough to be able to deal with this. Azog is now pretty much almost dead. He won't be able to hold any of these, and the goblins are spotted by the lances. There is no fissure up, there's no builder up. I think Mustafa is gonna call it any time soon, because no builder. Oh, there is a builder. There's a builder on the left side of the map being spotted by the elven player Xewix, and the fissures being rebuilt. There is a mid base being set up, and it will be sieged already. This is the level 3, waiting for level 3 with the siege. There is nothing that the goblin player Mustafa can do to stop it. There are Crusaders of Umbar, because the inn has been taken from Mustafa. Mustafa is trying to fight back, and now finally got his fissure back. He's building some pikes. However, with the ants coming up, you probably need some fire arrows. You probably need some spider riders to deal with the Mirkwood. Another builder going down. These Mirkwood archers are so powerful, especially in attack position. They are doing so much damage. It's one shot a builder. And here comes Shelob trying to do some damage, trying to... this might be a very good trample. Yep. A lot of stuff going down, and now the splash is in. And wow, a lot of units exiting the tunnel, but being trampled by the lances. Not really any hurt done because of the pikes. And here goes Azog doing some damage to the Mirkwood archers. However, there is the end. Mustafa is forgetting to defend his main base, as this siege end is already taking down the fortress to half health. He should get his upgrades. This is pretty much unbeatable position for Mustafa. There's even a statue being built just to gain some more presence, and tower is going up. There is no anti-structures for Mustafa. Mustafa is upgraded his fortress now, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. But there are now 2 siege ends. There are pikes out. Siege ends are very vulnerable to pikes. Here comes Shelob doing some damage, and nope. Mustafa is gonna lose his fortress. There's no way he can kill it in time. And there goes the fortress, and here is probably gonna be the GG, as Mustafa now loses access to all his spellbook powers. There's no way to break it. There is just nothing. There is no upgrades. This is the end. This is probably the end of the game. Mist is being taken. Mist is being used. And this is the final battle. Azog trying his best, going into Enrage focusing the ant, but with the mist, these Mirkwood archers are doing so much damage. Here comes some pikes, and a Sergeant goes down, and here is the GG. Mustafa is surrendering to Xewix. Xewix, well played, getting a little bit closer to the top 20. Mustafa the Guardian falling to Xewix. Let's take a look at the ladder. We have Awe first, Maru second, Andy third, the Ritter fourth, Pavok fifth, Puero sixth, Ghostboy seventh, TheKing 8th, Solas 9th, BBR 10th, May Shadow 11th, Truck is 12th, Goethe 13th, Empire 14th, Charizard 15th, Gimli 16th, Eternal 17th, Feanor 18th, Nuage 19th, and finally Mustafa closing down the ladder, being 20th of today. This has been Command Love. My name is Enrique, and I will see you on the ladder. If you like this video, and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of an update of the ladder in Arena and Battle of Middle-earth, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle-earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.